Okay, let's start adding content to our events page. Let's take a look at row 1, which is the banner. And the first thing that we're going to do is just change the settings because we want, again, more depth in this header. So we're going to change it to 40 and 40%. And then we're going to save that. And the next thing we need to do is change the image. So let's click on the background image and let's click the magnifying glass. And then we'll go to upload, go back to the desktop, Russell Morris, and then we're doing the events page. So let's click on that. And let's just show the, so we want this image here. So let's add the image. And we'll just insert the image. And we'll save the image by closing that down. And then just save the whole section. So now we have the image in, let's change the text. So we'll go back to the Word document here and we will grab this text here and copy that. And we'll put it in here. So let's put that in here. And we'll just Control and V, paste that in there. And let's make this Arial. And we're going to make that around 60 pixels. And the other thing I want to do is just put or reduce the space that we have here. So I'm going to go into the settings and I'm going to change this to 90% and then apply. So I'll just reduce the spacing a little bit. And we'll keep the vertical spacer. We'll keep that at 30. And then we will just remove this text here. And then what we're going to do now is add a button. So let's go back to this column and then we'll add a button. There's the button. And add the button in there. Now we only want one button, so let's go into the settings and uncheck this. And we'll change click here to learn more. And we will have this going to about Russell. So we will copy this here. And we'll put that in there and then we'll just put .aspx. And we want to make this a rectangular curve. We're going to increase that by 2 times and we will increase the font to 22 and we'll change the font to Arial and we want it on the left. So let's apply that. Perfect, and we will keep that button exactly as it is. So now let's take a look at the events page, and I think what we will do is change the color of the font from black here to white so it stands out a little bit more. So let's click in to the font and we will change color to white, click it out and make a save, and then we'll just refresh the page. Much better, it can be seen, it's a lot more clear, and we've got quite a lot of depth to the image itself as well. So because this is an events page, we want to add an event calendar into this page here, so we're going to add it below this header image. So let's go back to the page builder and we'll go to the builder itself and we'll manage the page. Now we want to add in an events calendar here. You can add in a photo gallery or an events calendar. So let's click on the events calendar and we will add. Now this will add in a new row and there you have the events calendar. So we're going to make a few changes to this. So let's go back to the page settings and we'll just change the order. So we're going to put the events calendar above the custom footer Close that out. And now we're going to make the calendar fit a little bit neater into the page. So first thing that we will do is add some margin top and bottom. So we're going to put 50 at the top and 50 at the bottom. And we're going to make the width 80%. So it makes the whole calendar look nicer on the page. So let's just save those changes. So this is how we see the calendar right now. On the page. So now what we want to do is let's put a nice border around the calendar so that it looks sharper on the page and stands out. So the next thing we want to do is go into the column settings. We will tick all of the border checks for left, right, top and bottom, and we will change the thickness to 5 pixels, and we will add color to the border. So we'll make that kind of a darkish gray, and then we'll OK that, and we'll put a little bit of a radius on there as well, maybe 8 pixels, not too heavy, and then we will save those changes, and then we'll go back to the live page and take a look. So there is our calendar. The only thing that's wrong now is the footer merges into the section where the event calendar is. So what we're going to do is change that slightly. So let's go to the settings in the event calendar row, and we're going to put a little hint of gray in there, and F7 is one of my favorite shades because it works pretty much everywhere. So we'll OK that, we'll save the changes, and let's go and look at our live published page. Now you can see the difference between the color in the footer and the row above. So let's go one step further, put a line at the bottom, and we'll make that maybe 2 pixels, and this time we're going to make it slightly darker than the border that we put around the event calendar. So let's click OK to save that color and save the changes, and now let's take a look. Now we have a line above the footer, and this looks much better. There's a clear cut between each section, and I think that's about it for the events page. So now let's go ahead back to the builder, and we will start working on the events form.